Good afternoon. I'm Vice Forecaster JD Rapp with you in the Breaking Weather Center. Folks, we have a couple confirmed tornado warnings has been issued, so we are decided to break in just for a little bit to keep you up on the speed on the latest information. We have a couple of tornado warnings to talk about, and we're on YouTube. We're on Illinois Stormwatch page to keep you updated on this situation here. Vice Forecaster, Illinois Stormwatch Forecaster, JD Rapp with you. We got these supercells decided to pop up, and this is what we thought it would happen and the type of atmosphere that we're in today. So, first of all, I got some photos just came in, and we'll go to the tornado warnings just in a second, but we do have some photos from Facebook decide to come on, and I'll show you what we have in place here. Maybe we can get Isaac on just in a little bit, but like I said, and look at this, look at here, folks. We're starting to get some damage coming in for Waite, Illinois, and this is some significant damage here, and I'll show you from my camera here. Let me switch here just a second. We're starting to get some maybe tornado damage in. Let me check and see if that's right. And you can see there has been some tornado damage a little bit. And this just tells you what can happen from some of these tornadoes. This is some damage, some significant damage from these tornadoes. Let me see if this is right, because sometimes they just a second. Yeah, this is just some incredible, folks. This is some incredible damage from out here in Waite, Illinois. So we're starting to get some tornado damage. I don't know how much of this is, but this is not good. So definitely is never good. I got some people asking questions. If those are warnings, should you first tell the people what the public where? I just said it. It's in Waite. This damage came from Waite, Illinois. So that's where the damage came from. All right, I'll share some of the warnings. I'm just going to share some photos here quickly, and we'll go to the radar. And here what we got here. We have a tornado warning. I'll get radar back up. I was just showing you some photos, but I just seen it online. First of all, we have I'll take the marker our tracks off. Tornado warning for north central Mander County and in central Illinois, western Sempton County and central Illinois, north central, south central Cass County, and western central Illinois, north central Morgan County, and west central Illinois to about 4:15. At 3:32, a confirmed tornado was located near Ashland, or 12 miles south, 12 miles southeast of Village, moving at 40 miles an hour. So, folks, this is booking at 40 miles an hour, so hazardous. Damage and tornado. Weather spotters have confirmed a tornado. So, if you live any of these communities like Ashland plants around 340 and Tarashla around 345, this is a tornado warning, and this is a confirmed tornado. So, you definitely want to get to shelter. Just go to the lowest floor, put a mattress between you, protect yourself from flying debris. This is a tornado warning. This is tight rotation. Very tight. So we'll look at radar. This is some very tight rotation there. So you definitely want to be shaking your tornado precaution areas now. Is going to a basement if you have one. Safe room would be the safest one to be into. And I'm going to try to get Isaac on right now. that one tornado warning, and both of these tornado warnings go in effect of 1 to 4:15 and 1 3:45. So definitely we're going to check our dual paw thing and see if we have any debris with this. And this is another important thing in case we do. We don't have nothing yet, but this is a tornado warning that goes into effect through 3:45. It'll expire in a minute. Don't know if the Weather Service will issue a new one. We did have a report of a tornado on the ground northwest of Ashlandville. Spotters reported on the east side of a rock. And this is a tornado warning, folks. You definitely got to take it seriously. If you live in Pittsburgh over here, up on top of this area. Alright, the tornado warning runs into effect. We only got one sail in place now. Checking for wind shear. It's still there, but it kind of went down a little. So if you live in any of the polygon, you need to be seeking some shelter now. Don't want to check the echo tops today. Very, very in the moderate category, but very not little. So this is a tornado warning, and you got these little kinks. Anytime you get kinks like this, you're going to end up with rotation. So definitely need to be keeping that in mind too. So we're in, and right now we got some more people on. Just a special weather forecast. No, this is this tornado kind of coverage right now. Alright, folks. I'm going to change my screen again, and I'll get back just in a second. I was just showing you some damage coming in. This is from Waits, Illinois, and you can see there is some more damage from this tornado just hit there. And you can just see, look at the damage we have here. Alright, let me get, there's some one of our meteorologists, Chris. And you can just see, look at the damage we have from this tornado. This is amazing, what we have here. I mean, I think this would probably be EF1. I'm not going to guess at it in case I get the wrong answer. But that just tells you what these tornadoes can do. So we definitely need to be taking each storm very seriously today. We'll go back to radar, sort this back out here. We have a tornado warning that goes into effect through 4:15. Like I said, we have a damaging one. You definitely want to be in the basement if you have one. Just a second here. Okay, I got things back on. Alright, Isaac, can you hear me?
Yes.
We got some damage coming in right now, and I'm going to let you know we got some significant pictures coming in, and that's why I decided to break in for a little bit and let you know. Look at this, Isaac.
Yeah, no surprise seeing that. Looks pretty significant. Where is that coming out of the? Where's that? Near Jacksonville, Winchester.
No, that is Waite, Illinois, and this is another one. This is why I broke in the very first time. Is because
you're a little loud. You're probably a little too close to your mic. Just thought I'd let you know. But where's that again?
It's called Waite, Illinois.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it definitely looks pretty significant here, and I'm going to show you what I have going on in my view here. So here's kind of the radar picture as we're seeing things. Definitely a good dry slot in here. You can see some clouds kind of inhibiting around here, but you got a little bit of dry air and a bit of surface instability to work with. So that is definitely driving our tornado potential there. And yeah, I was going to say several reports coming out of Greene County of potential damage, also maybe sections of Jersey County as well. This is where the cell is currently located. There was a spotter confirmed touchdown. Where's that? Orensville. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, or that's Ashland, near the east of Virginia, between Virginia and community Ashland here. in sections of Menard County. Definitely want to keep a close eye on this couplet here. Still pretty decent area of rotation there near Tallulah. This is going to be approaching the Petersburg vicinity here.
Yeah, I got something else to show you, Isaac, okay, before you go there. This is why I broke in also, too. Look at this tornado there, destroying stuff.
Yeah, you can't even see the funnel in that one. Yeah, that is
Wow.
Wright, Illinois. Yeah, I was going to say a lot of what we're seeing here is surface-based convection here, and that is going to be our concern here. You can see the rotation may not be too well pronounced at this altitude where the radar is showing it, but definitely a signature like this, you could definitely see a tornado touch down at any time, given the very high surface instability that we are seeing here. And again, just to put this in perspective here, look at the dew points nearing 70 degrees here at, I'm trying to get a better view of that. Yeah, the dew point here is 70 degrees, so that's fairly oppressive here. Again, in this particular vicinity. So sections of Mason County, Logan County, perhaps even parts of Tazewell County should potentially be on alert here as this activity makes its way into the Peoria metro within the next hour or two. I would say potentially we got a few cells that'll make their way into sections of Fulton and Peoria counties here fairly soon too. So a fairly messy storm mode overall. My thoughts on this picture here, you can
Yeah, I just got another photo coming in from Greene County of a tornado that just hit the ground, Isaac.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I think the Greene County tornado reports were probably from maybe an hour and a half ago, probably. Again, within the next hour, I do expect some of this severe activity to make their way into sections of Fulton, Peoria, Tazewell, Mason, and perhaps into Logan County. We got some cells trying to fire up as well. But you can see overall a messy storm mode. So I'd say here on the side of caution here, where we're seeing these tornado warnings at this point. And again, it's because there's definitely room for these tornadoes to spin up in these more linear mode. You can see we got a well-pronounced inflow signature here, and that's going to be the concern with this, because that is definitely a strong indication there with that low-level helicity, that low-level spin that we're seeing, and couple in that surface cape that we're seeing. There's definitely we definitely have a shot at seeing a tornado with that cell, and it has already produced a tornado in Ashland. And I'm going to check some of the dual pol parameters there. I would say not an immediate indication there's a tornado on the ground right now, but one has been reported for the basis of this warning, a spotter confirmed tornado in Ashland. And the debris may not even be lofted to the point to where radar can depict it. So just because we're not seeing a CC trough does not mean there is not a tornado with this. Of course, I think they've just...
Yeah, here's what I've seen, Isaac. Look at it. Look at that.
Yeah, definitely yeah, you can see that is a distinct rope tornado there, and you can see a well-pronounced funnel with that. And again, there's potential for these tornadoes that tend to spin up. A well-pronounced funnel, and then you can see kind of a rope characteristic to that tornado there. And is that coming out of Greene County once again?
Yeah, I pulled up. This is for the St. Louis area, and this came from Greene County, Illinois. That was about 9 minutes ago. And even that doesn't look like a small tornado, Isaac. It can still be dangerous.
Well, yes, and I will point out maybe the picture was posted there 9 minutes ago. That doesn't mean the tornado happened 9 minutes ago.
So if you're in this polygon, you need to be shaking shelter now.
Yeah, and again, now, that's Greene County right there. Now the tornadic cell is in parts of Menard County as we speak here. I'm going to put this into better perspective here. You can see a well-organized mesocyclone with this. Looks like a weakening updraft with it. but that still means that the risk of a tornado is there. I think more of a spin up tornado. We're not talking like long track tornadoes or a tornado outbreak by any means.
Yeah.
But again, I would err on the side of caution here, where we have
But it
the
only takes one
oncoming.
tornado to make it a bad day.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I'm going to kind of. Okay, I think they are issuing another warning here. I'm okay.
Let me check my computer out here. See if they. It might take time to come through here, but if they do, I'm not surprised, Isaac.
Okay, they've just issued another tornado warning for Fulton, Mason, and Tazewell County. Okay. Yeah, confirmed tornado with it.
Okay, we got a confirmed tornado, folks. So you need to be taking your tornado precaution areas again.
Okay, let me. Yeah, I was just checking I was just checking the radio there for a second there to see where we're at. Again, there is a confirmed tornado.
All right, this one runs through.
Okay, let me kind of clarify where we're at. There's a tornado warning for Menard and those extreme extreme northwest sections of Sangamon County. And
Are you in it?
I am not in tornado warning right now. So I do want to address some of our followers in the Peoria area, or some of the vicinities. I think weather radios have probably sounded in Tazewell County. This would be extreme southwest parts of Tazewell County there. So Havana is now under tornado warning. There is a confirmed tornado, and look at that velocity there. We have a
New severe thunderstorm warning too.
Okay, okay. Let's kind of Let's kind of address where we're at here. There is a confirmed tornado with this cell between Havana and Liverpool. And you can see the rotation isn't terribly well pronounced, but you definitely have that inflow and a spotter report of a brief touchdown, I would presume here. But let me see what the basis of the warning. Yeah, spotter confirmed. And I will say here, even weak rotation signatures on a day like today, where everything's surface based, you may not have an indication that there's a tornado. Sometimes you get these landspout tornadoes that tend to spin up, and I've seen that as
I have too.
You've sent me that one picture.
Yeah, we just got another tornado, Isaac. This could be a funnel cloud or a tornado. I'll show it to you. It's.
Speak a little. Don't speak too close to your mic.
Sorry.
It might cause some feedback on my end.
All right, I'll show it to you.
Several.
I don't know. This is.
Yeah. Okay.
What is that? Is that a funnel or a tornado?
Yeah, that is a well-pronounced funnel. You cannot confirm that there's not debris visible because you got trees there, so I cannot say that that is a tornado. It may be a tornado. You can infer that. Basically, that is more than halfway to the ground from this perspective there. But again, I will caution that sometimes these tornadoes may spin up and there may not be a visible funnel. And the rotation may not be too well pronounced here at this particular altitude here, or what you see on velocity there. The rotation may be weak, but a tornado can spin up like that, and you may see a land spout or a surface-based tornado where you may not be seeing much of a mesocyclone here. So that's going to be a concern for folks in the Liverpool vicinity. This would be between Lewiston and Banner, including folks around St. David, Little America as well. So again, we're going to be keeping also Frederick, not Frederick, some of the communities along Highway 98 or Manitou Road near Topeka. And also I will say that there's in this kind of environment there, you got a little bit of we may have a little bit more clearing to work with ahead of this. So our knowledge of the environment is, I think that on the side of caution, you may get tornado warnings. And also bear in mind that Canton, Peoria, Hannah City, Glassford, Pekin areas may not be tornado warned yet, but on
Mm-hmm.
this course, if again, if this kind of tightens up a little bit more, there is a potential that sections of Peoria and eastern Fulton County may be the tornado warning may be extended into those areas. We'll have to be within the next half hour. We'll have to see how this holds up. Rotation appears to be somewhat weak, but keep in mind, or maybe a little bit weaker, but there may still be a landspout tornado with, I'm sure you may get visible debris, but sometimes it can be hard to confirm these tornadoes from a distance. And I would presume that would be the Havana area. In the Havana area, we will be awaiting some local storm reports from that. But also concerned for folks in Menard County. Looks like this couplet here, not really as well pronounced on radar, but still, I would say the new scan that we're getting still a little bit of inbound, a little bit of outbounds here, but it looks like the rotation is kind of broadened out. So it's not terribly well pronounced, but on the side of caution, I would say Petersburg, I would be in shelter because not really too much of an aggressive velocity couplet signature, but you may still definitely get that potential for a land spout tornado or something that can spin up along this line. It just takes a little bit of inflow and that surface cape, and couple that with the low-level helicity and shear that we are seeing here. That will have the potential to produce a spin-up tornado, and in some cases, little to no warning.
Yeah, and that's not good.
I was going to say Cass County tornado warning is canceled, but yeah, this tornado was confirmed confirmed report of a tornado in Tallulah. So I would say, a lot of the tornado reports we'll probably end up seeing with this setup, maybe from spotters. So sometimes you should probably treat radar indicated tornado warnings as if one is on the ground, because radar won't show the whole picture in days like today where everything is surface driven. That is going to be our concern.
Yep.
I'm going to kind of show everyone the broad picture overall. There is the round of storms that have tracked through the area this morning. The lead edge of that surface low, the parent surface low, would be out here in western, southwest Illinois, potentially sections of Missouri, maybe southeast Iowa. You can see where the winds shift. You can see the winds out ahead of this are showing temperatures and dew points in the 70s. Dew points near 70 out here, and then much drier air on the backside, and then even further aloft with all this, some cooler air that and an unstable mixed layer that kind of help drive your tornado potential. New local storm report here out of Morgan County, 2 miles north of Alexander. It looks like emergency management has reported the tornado storm chaser, reported a tornado crossing highway Interstate 72. This would be about half an hour ago. Looks like debris airborne and flipped a semi truck.
Wow, that's not good, Isaac.
And here's another concern there: funnel not fully condensed. So the funnel cloud, you may have a funnel that is not too visible from people from a distance, so it is hard to confirm whether there is a tornado. And sometimes, in some cases, you get a land spout with no visible funnel at all. So in some cases, we will you may get a tornado spin up, and you can see flipped a semi truck. Definitely has a potential to produce some significant damage in just a few minutes. So that is my concern here.
That's my concern too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of All right, I'm going to kind of put this in motion to get a better picture there. Some cells might be trying to develop further south along the Interstate 55 corridor in sections of southwest Illinois. And looks like it hasn't downloaded much way of velocities, but I would expect gusty winds to be the main concern overall with this line. Not everyone is going to see severe weather. Keep
No,
that in mind.
that's right.
But we can
But these
definitely
storms could be rain wrapped.
Yeah, we are seeing some additional cells popping up here. Let's say sections of Macoupin County there with a little bit of wind shear there, and maybe a broad area of rotation there north of Litchfield. This was previously, there was a cell down there. Yeah, it looks like another cell with a low-level mesocyclone trying to form there near Greenville. I'm going to kind of get a better perspective here in our southwest Illinois communities here. Whoops. Yeah, it looks like there's a cell producing some broad rotation at the moment. It would not surprise me to, even if it's again, in a linear storm mode, you don't have to have a distinct supercell to produce your tornado. All you need is a surface-based cell that forms and a little bit of inflow to work with these high dew points and see how gusty these winds are. That could very well produce a tornado. And again, it can be hard to confirm.
Yeah, I got some more pictures.
Yeah.
I got some more photos here. I don't know what the... See, these tornadoes are just like this size. Look at this.
All right. Yeah, and it can be hard to... Hold on, let me zoom that in. Yeah, it looks like that one, we do have a condensation or a pretty distinct funnel with that one. It's kind of hard to discern whether there's debris looking at that picture. But again, that one has a distinct funnel on it. And again, bear in mind that these tornadoes can definitely spin up at any time. I do want to kind of give a heads up for folks in sections of Peoria, western Tazewell County, in advance of this cell here. Still producing some broad rotation.
Yeah, you may not have time either. These could be booking at 50 miles an hour. That's just how the car moves.
Well, yeah, again, some of these cells are definitely moving at highway speeds. The rotation may not be as well pronounced, several thousand or so feet off the ground, where the radar kind of shows this. But definitely what we're seeing, you get a little bit of inflow to work with, and even just a little bit of broad rotation, and close to the ground, much closer to the ground. There could be some even stronger rotation, and seeing those outbounds kind of come in. I am based a little ways east of Peoria there, and the sun just popped out for.
And that's just going to make you. And that's just going to make more instability.
Yeah, we still have some cloud coverage. I would say we are not overcast, but definitely that's a sign of some mixed layer, a little bit of mixed layer instability. That might be something we'll have to watch out for.
All right, the tornado warning is a radar indicated tornado now. I'm checking some of our tools, and we don't have no.
In Menard County has been allowed to expire or cancel. The only other warning we have going on now is in Fulton, Mason, and a little bit of Tazewell counties.
We already had a report. We had a report over here in Indiana of report of a 50 to 60 foot tree blew down from thunderstorms was located at the time. So we getting reports of some trees going down. That's why you need to be aware, because trees like that go down, it won't take that much.
Yeah, give me a few minutes here. You got someone at the door.
All right, take your time.
Okay. Okay.
All right, now let me tell you, I've been seeing reports over here in Indiana of a 50 to 60 foot tree's been blown down.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow with some of these bands of thunderstorms here, pushing into sections of northeast Illinois and into western Indiana. Definitely some reports of wind damage. Some broad rotation with that. So in this kind of environment, I would say I think there's a little bit more capping or around here where there's a little bit of an inversion. But again, I would still say this is the area we're more concerned about in Illinois for the potential for a tornado, especially along. I think this is where our biggest area of concern would be in Fulton and Mason counties at the moment.
And there is a tornado watch to 9 o'clock.
Yes. Yeah, overall speaking there with the surface low impacts here in western Illinois, we have a tight pressure gradient there, which kind of helps enhance the low-level wind shear. And it doesn't take too much instability to lead to a tornado that can touch down. The chance of a tornado relative to your location is fairly small, but that granted, that doesn't mean you should take this tornado situation lightly, because again, there's still a possibility that, and also sections of Peoria County, if that rotation holds together, or if spotters confirm debris or anything out here with that along this gust front, and
we already had and we had pictures of that too.
So it is very possible if there is a small chance this tornado warning may be expanded into sections of northeast Fulton, sections of Peoria, maybe western Tazewell counties. That is a possibility at this point. If that, I was going to say, given the radar trends, looks like the rotation's a little bit broader. And again, looks like the system's kind of.
We got a question.
A little bit less inflow. What towns are affected? So let me give you guys a broader picture there. So here's Peoria, here's Morton, there's Pekin, and there's Chicago. So this would be about 20 to 30 miles southwest of the Peoria.
All right, tornado warning has got expired now.
Okay, that is definitely a sigh of relief there. The rotation is kind of broadened out. That doesn't mean there is a zero chance of seeing a tornado, but that means the rotation is broadened out, and you kind of saw this kind of gust out a little bit. So I mean, we're kind of more of a damaging wind threat than a tornado threat with this, or localized damaging wind. I'm not anticipating right away that a severe thunderstorm warning will be issued until we get more spotter reports of wind damage, particularly in Mason and sections of Fulton County. I would say our biggest risk here is damaging or gusty wind. Make that just potential for maybe some localized strong winds. I would not expect. Yeah,
Isaac, I just got some more photos coming in of this tornado damage, and this is pretty in the press how bad this looks. You know.
Yeah.
Once you get
show us. So where is this? Where's that picture?
I am pulling the site up here. It's on a different weather site, but I tell you, these. We kind of talked about today that we could see maybe a strong tornado like that, right? That can do some damage, right?
I would say if there's any preliminary rating with some of those pictures you showed me earlier, I would assume that would be a little ways closer to St. Louis, maybe in the corridor from Jersey, Greene counties, and potentially into Morgan County, potentially as well. Maybe maybe the northern parts of St. Louis, where this cell has kind of originated. Um, I would say some major damage.
All right, can you see it?
We had several reports of semis flipped over. Yeah, let me zoom into that. And again, this is from a spin up tornado. Yeah, I was going to say, looks like that is from one of our news partners there. That looks like a pretty. That's a fairly large outbuilding.
And here's another one. Look at that, Isaac. Look at that tornado.
That is, in my view, that's a funnel cloud. You do not have debris visible. But look at the picture before that. I was going to say that looks like a fairly large warehouse or garage or something. I don't have. I don't know if there's if that was a. I cannot confirm that would be a. That would be a substantial building or a house there, but yeah, that looks like a house. Or kind of does. With
here's some grain bins, and here's another
manufactured house. Or that looks
look
more
at
like
this.
a garage and a house.
Good grief!
Yeah, I was going to say the siding on that. The siding looks to be a little ways weaker with that structure. The whole structure did not collapse, but it definitely looks as if I was going to say that. You can, definitely a strong indication of a debris signature there.
And this just tells you, Isaac, all these storms we've been watching from the. We kind of had discussion about this whole thing, didn't we? But we knew that this thing could get a little strong, didn't we?
Yeah.
We kind of discussed that this morning, where we thought we could see maybe a tornado. I don't think this is like December 1st.
Well,
but
yeah, I would say, given that the instability is overall a little sporadic, I wouldn't say. I would say a lot of the instability is surface driven, so this has some similarities, but I would say it's not panning out. In a supercellular mode. The storm mode is a little bit messy. So that's good when you think of it, that we're not seeing supercells all over the place. If that was the case, we'd be at enhanced or moderate risk.
Yeah.
Essentially.
But see, now this is turning into a squall line, so that will probably cut down on your tornado risk. So the tornado one...
I would say that wouldn't entirely rule out a tornado either, because again, with that gust front, you may see, I would say, not as much clearing in advance of this, but I would still say that there's a little bit of dry air kind of in the middle there. Not really much indication of that, but there definitely would be a possibility there, just given the strong southeasterly flow ahead of that. If another surface-based cell develops, or if anything, the tornado would be the base of it. And sometimes you may get a spin-up land spout with little warning whatsoever. So that would be my concern. A tornado could. Like the situation earlier in sections of Greene County, potentially in some of the surrounding southwest Illinois counties where these cells have originated. Tornado could definitely spin up out of nowhere, and
that's why you have to be ready on this.
So that's why it's important to be weather aware.
Well, all advisories got canceled and said that one severe thunderstorm warning. So what are we going to do?
I was going to say, I think for now, all the warnings across the board have been canceled or allowed to expire. And again, like in the wake of this system, we've seen several reports of tornadoes and wind damage. So I would definitely keep tuned. But for now, I would say I would say keep tuned, but we will. I suppose we'll end the live feed here, but
And we'll break back in if we have a tornado warning.
Okay.